Greetings, family. This is Bomani Tayimba, and I'm here with our good brother Kwesi Boyd. Yes, greetings, my brother. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good, brother. Thank you for having me and hosting me, man. But while I'm here.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Welcome to Bomani Technology Studios and things like that, family. And this is the home of Africa for the Africans Tours and Investments and all those wonderful entrepreneurship we do, dedicated to Black enterprising and building Black-owned business and supporting Black-owned operation. We're built it here, family. And our brother here, Go Hard Gambia, has been here since yesterday and today, spilling all of the beans and going into details and things like that. And he has been sharing just a lot of this important information about, you know what I mean, about wolves in sheep clothing. True story
Mhm.
and things like that. Because when we're looking to build repatriation, we have to be careful and clear about what's really going on. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Definitely.
You know,
Definitely.
you have spectators out there, you know what I mean? They see the players out there and they're making moves and doing certain things. And you got some people out there that want to be judges, want to be BBC and things like that. And they're gonna run their mouth and talk a lot of stuff. So, you know, you're a person like myself making strong moves, man. You're an unapologetic Black man, a Black man that's about Black things and about Black people and about Black wives and nation building. How
Right.
you
Right.
feeling, man? What is
I'm
on your
feeling.
mind tonight, man? Talk to the people. Tell them what is really going on with Kwesi Board and why you showed up here in Georgia.
As I was sharing with you, brother. Years ago, before I went over, and my first time was in 2015, 7 years ago, and before that, I saw you out there doing your thing. You know what I mean? So I must commend you on that. The great works you've done to bring our people over to the continent so that they can, trace their roots and get an opportunity to experience, life outside of America. So I followed up and I didn't get with you on any tours. I ended up going over by myself, and since then, I've established myself there, and I'm married there, and I have children there, and I've trained a lot there. I gave people of my time, energy, and resources, and many people know I started out with Juliet, and it was a big riff. Once I worked with her for about 8 months, and I went to R. Kathy and started working with her, and we were able to do very well. We a lot better than I did with the first situation. We were able to execute and build a community, over 500 people, hundreds of investors, hundreds of thousands of dollars, being transacted, and millions of dollars in land development commitments and pledges with our community that all came under a vicious attack with the support of YouTubers there in the Gambia, as well as, primarily Juliet, as I was saying, from day one. And everybody pretty much knew. I mean, some people, they didn't really know the details. They was just seeing the brunt of all of that negative, and it was due because of her influence. So outside of that, I know we made videos on that, and as we move forward, it's unfortunate that we have to talk about this type of thing, but it's blatant. A lot more people have experienced that, the same thing I've experienced since then, being there. And however, it's a lot of opportunity. I don't it's not all grim, but a huge negative was brought over, and that that has been cleared up. Me and Art, we've been cleared a long time ago, and we're gonna move forward from the situation. But there is some healing that need to take place.
Absolutely, family. And these are, you know, on the road to riches and diamond rings, but not really. But it's a rough, hard road out there, you know, to nation building and Black power and all this other stuff and things like that. So, you know, when people see people like myself out here in this international world, you know, the man of modern day international business, you know, and people thinking that, oh man, they just make it look easy. You know what I mean? It's it may look easy, but what goes on is a lot of planning and organizing and things like that. And
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
you know, tactically, you have to be able to just really just analyze people, and even in your best analysis, you know, you have this. Unfortunately, man, this you got those that just they're out there, and it's just whatever, you know. No matter how good of a person you think you are, and how smart or sharp or whatever it is, you have slick folks out there that got ulterior motives, and you may not see it right away. And that's why you gotta have a, you know what I'm saying, a real hardcore team, and that's how we've been able to do, you know, a decade and a half a business plus in on the African continent, because you know what I mean, we roll strong, we roll deep and strong, we're well connected and we're well tactical. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a military operation, you know, out there for success. So that's the way we roll out. But unfortunately, not everybody have the experience with dealing with these vultures. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've dealt with them for a long time. I've dealt with them since being a part of this, you know, Black Power Pan African movement on, you know, on the real front, not just talking about it in ideology, but literally practicing it and building the movement of things like that. So one of the things I'm always telling people is like there's a lot of folks out there that try to act like they you know, well, they don't walk like us, because you know, or they don't walk a certain way, because if they did, it'll be, you know, they'll be showing who they are and actually living the life. But instead they talk the talk and market it like if they are about their business and things like that. And I'm telling people, family, it's a simple thing. It's just the vultures are out there. There's someone from the African diaspora that's repatriating and on the African continent waiting for you. And there's some right there on the African continent that's been there for generation and they're waiting for you. It is just what it is. Our people have been mind controlled in the worst set of ways and has been damaged by all kind of different means, you know. And the fact that we're here, this connecting together and talking about nation building and working together, you know, it's impressive, because we've been divided to the point where we're supposed to be fighting and hating each other and things like that, and causing all kind of ripple. You know, me and my brother, and just like many other brothers that we connect with, we're just good people connecting and making our movement a big difference. So we're letting people know, family, these things are expected. So don't let these people stop you from building your international business and things like that. And understand that, you know, there's no clean path. So you're gonna run into drama and crazy folks and things like that. The best thing to do, once again, is build a strong team. So we're always available for consultation and literally to put yourself in a situation where you can make a move and live and do business on the African continent. So that's what we do. We're not here to just talk or play games and things like that and then be all cute with you and everything. It's real deal, real business. And that's the thing I'm telling people. You know what I mean? You know, look at the people who can help you. Don't look at all these other just superficial things. You know what I mean? And things like that. You know what I mean? Some people like, well, you know, and I don't know, you know, I don't know how people may look at us like, you know, as you're hardcore, you're a businessman or you this, but you know, you are a person that's like that. Everyone else building a business and providing literally real services that can help you. You know what I mean? And we just serious about what we do. So you might see, oh man, they got a lot of stuff you got to read, and they got a lot of rules, regulation, and things like that. No, I'm a military person, military mind, very tactical, because you're not gonna just make a move through this madness and just build anything and not be prepared. Because number one, the first opposition and the biggest opposition you're always gonna face is those Negropean, basically your own black people who are more white than anything else, and literally feel like you're hurting the black folks by trying to build something black sufficient and things like that. So that's what we talk about, family. Raw and uncut with my brother Kwesi Board. Let's talk about some nation building. Let's talk about some solutions. Let's talking about how we're gonna evolve and let all these people that doubted us, let them eat their words and let them sit there and look at Negropean channel and seeing with all them swirling stuff and these fake wannabe white people, that white Africans. This guy is literally sick. He literally have a color issue. You know what I mean with him. You know what I mean. This strong black male. I can't even call him a man because he's not a man. A strong black male. I should really call him a big black female. You know, portraying to be a man, but he literally. You know, it's like someone was telling me there's a video that he was recording live, and then his white family came in and things like that. And he was so embarrassed that he edited that part of the video. You know what I mean? And things like that. It's like, you know, he feel like he just won't get accepted by people because, you know, I was like, that's your business. If you want to be with a white devil, that's your business. Go, you know, that's handle your business. What we're pushing is what we're pushing and things like that. So I'm telling people, like, look at these people. It's plenty of them out there. Wolves in sheep clothing with funny accent. You know what I mean?
You know, our you know, our people, we have to understand a real Pan-African is agenda. And we just don't have that model in place. You know, everyone that's coming over, you know, it's more of a retirement plan as opposed to a Pan-Africanist economic plan. people are coming over and they're looking to retire. They want to build a home. They want their space in paradise. And the the problem with that is that you're encouraging a consumer mindset to go into a dynamic where the economy is not stable. A lot of these countries aren't really stable. So, and then, with the money that we do have, we need to be able to spend that money in a way that's going to allow us to practice group economics. If if we're in the same community area and we're all building in the same area and we have a plan together, then we can share products and resources.
Absolutely.
But if we're spaced out and we're doing it and say, hey, I want to be way over here, I want to be way over there. I mean, you can do that too. It's no problem with that. But the idea is definitely we want to be able to have a healthy balance of people that are coming to not only build for themselves but build within these African communities and build the diaspora as well in a community setting where we can bring in skilled people and share from each other's talents and gifts.
And that's what it's about, family.
Yeah, that is truly that's what it's about.
African nation building. So, family, when we talk about, we have the Black Star Pan African community, and we have 15 plus 60 acres of land, and we're talking about building a community, primarily African diaspora. It's what it is. I mean, if we're all making a move to Africa, why not decide practice group economics? If we're going to stay in America, why not practice group economics? And so the goal is for us to just be a global people of business enterprise and import, export trades from one Black enterprise to the next. Just do it up big. And it starts by doing some of the basic things that we've been doing in Africa. That's where it starts on. It don't start from all this other, playing, being a spectator on the sideline, just running your mouth, talking all this other stuff, making it seem like you just, you can just be out here. And you talk about some of these folks, you're talking about with no passports, never even been outside of their block or anything. Right. And they're quick to judge people because they see you in and out making moves and things. And they're like, yo, who that guy Kwesi boy think he is, man? Talking about he got, I'm saying? He got multiple wives and things like that. And who is this guy? Bomani think he's just, all over Africa and things like that. And it's like, we begin to be someone where people just watch. It's kind of like, we're watching a game today, watching the game. And the only difference is when we were watching the game, we weren't talking a bunch of stuff because we know we couldn't be out there doing better than them guys out there. They're professional athletes out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it does, and it's the same thing out here. You're not going to be able to do better than us out here. We're professional business people. And, we just make it look simple and everything, but it's not. And if you just come out here one day and try to organize Black people, try to do some of the things that you've seen those of us out there in the international world doing, I'm telling you, you wouldn't last long. I've seen people come talk big stuff, man, and then they just like because the reality of it is, you're gonna have to deal with your people. It's kind of like looking in the mirror and dealing with the reality of the situation that you're dealing with. Maybe someone who looks just like you.
Yes, yeah.
And instead of them being like you, they're the opposite of you. They're more of your enemy than anything else. And you have to be able to address and deal with your own people and deal with. It's kind of like that challenge that you have to deal with your your alter ego, the opposite of you.
You know what? It's like this. Everything is like. I mean, I don't want to put the wrong message out there. I mean, we experienced some devastating stuff, but behind the scenes, as far as me, I have a good life over there, and they've always talked about, you go to Africa and live like a king, and you can, you definitely can if you're going over there doing the right thing. But, what happened had put such a dark cloud over the movement, particularly against, people who, like myself, who, went over there and integrated in the society, spent tens of thousands of dollars before anyone came to be able to have people trained to handle and be able to process, the people when they came through, in these large amounts, a large amount of people and large amounts of money and all, which we were able to track and, make something legitimate for people. You understand what I'm saying? And then when, in that process of doing that, meeting people from the UK, and then, just, sitting down, looking at them and saying, hey, it's going to be, dang, we out in the public like this. And these people are just like, they shady and just, They have low character. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's so petty that it's unfortunate that we have to deal with it at this level in the movement. And a lot of people really took a back step back from the movement, and it stopped a lot of movement here. And I would say it's a good thing, because it's never a rush to do something. You always have to do it in time and plan. We just don't. I see Go Black to Africa. He was making a video about Gambia and Tanzania and how people feel. And I saw that video. That sister went over to Tanzania, and she was shouting on these white people. There's a way that you do things. A lot of, we don't want to go into environments and be in the wild people, because the people of the native people will be the people that take you out of there, because they've been so dependent upon these foreign nationals and things like that. And that's their way of life in their country. And we're coming over there wild in like Southwest Atlanta, you know what I mean? And in some of these cities where so we have to respect the culture. I mean, what I've seen, I've seen the authorities tell sisters on several occasions and situations to halt or yield in what they were doing, and they just totally disregard these law enforcement authority officials, prosecutors, police officers. You know what I mean? We got sisters over there disrespecting their authority, and all of this have to come out. And then the leadership of the people who are encouraging these people to come over there like that, they have to be called out on it as well. You understand what I'm saying? It's a conversation that have to be had and dealt with, because many people were hurt and still suffering from the actions of a few people who should have took especially if they're benefiting from the movement. You're benefiting from the movement, and then you're saying, okay, let me employ some of the white man tactics in this movement now against my own brothers and sisters. Let me use deception. Let me use lies. Let me use deceit. Let me use cheating. Let me use anything for me to get, secure my family. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what you guys have experienced in Gambia. And for one person to destroy the dream of at least 40 people that was in our immediate, invested, and then the other 500 people that signed up. If you guys are out there, we have to, at the time when everything started, right? At the time that everything started, everybody was like, we were like lepers. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody wanted this. It was like, hey, because the heat was so. It was just so crazy and so distasteful, the nasty things that they were saying, and it was all encouraged by these fool tubers in the Gambia and their stew pigeon underlings, and the movement. Like I said, we're all alert, and we're all aware now that we have to be more strategic in how we move and how we do things, and we do have to. It's a lot of us out there. If we don't come together in a real fashion, it's a lot of talk about what we can do, but when people come together and start doing it, we can't have it tore down by people that got their own self agenda, and then we're bigging them up, and we're giving them an audience, and they're using that to suppress and destroy other repats that are coming for the same opportunity that they're coming for.
Perfect, man. So who are you talking about?
What? Julianne Blackett. Because that was the problem. That's how I became from famous to infamous. You know what I mean? We was famously doing our things in a bright light, and then a whole bunch of lies came, that all turned out to be nothing. Now, where's the, and videos done about me doing the Ponzi and all of this? They came out with some harlots of the movement that were participating in, the sex trade immediately when they got here. It began, and then, by their own admission, trying to get drugs into the Gambia.
Yo, name the names, man. There you go, man. It's kind of like that Tupac song.
Well, the accusers, and like I said, I don't want to give the accusers any more attention and power, because it was never about them. It was about Juliet Ryan and Blackett and Adrian and their agenda they have. Like I just showed you a little while ago, the message that I got from one of the accusers. She just dragged everybody in it. She was so sloppy. She left her messenger open. We recorded everything for weeks. We had investors taking her side, sending her more money. And then, when they came over, African Picnic was the first one that came over right after it. He went over there. These people just came over there. How the hell they're going to host you coming into the country? And you talking to someone that got family there that been there for years, and you let somebody put you right, fear, make you scared, and you ran right into the hands of the damn devils. And the ones, that whole crew that was surrounding that situation were corrupt and wicked, and all they wanted to do was to, take advantage of you all like they did. And a lot of you guys went and brought land. Who was we had hundreds of people coming through us for land. And then when they, half of them probably ran off, but if anybody did and went in that network, you know what I mean? It was because they call that, disturbance. They tried to take over the investors and all of this type of stuff. And then immediately going into drama, and it halted the movement. But that was needed, though. I would say it was needed. I think
absolutely. Sometimes houses have to be clean.
Sometimes you gotta slow down, man. Sometimes I know for that time it was a good time for me, man, because we was working hard with Juliet, at Solomon's, and it's crazy, man. Because when I came out, I didn't come out looking for nobody to help me. You understand what I'm saying? I came out to help, and that's what I do, and I did. But now with these people, they must be addressed, they must be dealt with, they must be held accountable, and that's my role now. You bring people in there, great people who hate Black people, and you feed them information about Pan-Africanists, and you allow them to go onto YouTube and put and embolden hypocrites that come into the country, to bring a brother down because they don't understand business, because they ruined their own opportunity. All of these things were self-inflicted that they have done when they came over, and they don't know how to understand to work together. They don't know how to understand to respect people that help you come over here, respect people that have things in place. We don't have respect for nothing. We don't respect anything. You understand what I'm saying? And there's going to be repercussions. We can't let these mental health issues just run rampant through the movement. Sure. We can't do it. We got to address it. We got to have a committee. We got to have people detained. We got to have people arrested. People are going, using their platform and their authority to go and try to have people arrested, trying to shame people, lying. It's crazy.
The word lying, it rhymes with something else.
Juliet Lion Ryan.
Whoa, man. Are you a rapper?
I'm trying to work on it. I'm in Atlanta right now. You know some people? You know what I'm saying? We in Atlanta, y'all. Atlanta, turn up right now.
Yes, family. This is Kwesi Boy live on Uncut.
We got 10 people right now.
Entrepreneur and polygamist.
Out of this 10 people, is 8 haters. Now, 2 people comment. I need 2 comments. If you in the house, comment. Y'all have any question? You want to know everything? It's real talk.
Real talk. Man.
I wish it was Tuesday. It'd be Real Talk Tuesday, but it's Real Talk tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Any questions for brother Kwesi Boy? They've been spilling it, and it's on some of the pre-recorded videos.
Well,
you know what?
You know what?
Now we're live.
I think we can thank Negro P. I always say he's necessary evil.
Absolutely.
There's no need for, Juliet, that is her love child. Her.
She birthed a little bastard.
Juliet and white supremacy's love child, and he's did a lot. He even after he's just a hater of Black masculinity and real Black swag.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Really necessary evil. We love it, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When you're a real man, you love the competition. Like, come out there, like hit me with your best shot.
When you're a real man, you don't follow another man around, sniffing his balls like a mutt. You know what I mean? You gotta be out, making things happen. And these weak-minded people out there, these I don't even mention their name or say nothing about them. They run around making videos and they have nothing to show, nothing to contribute to this movement. By way of works being done,
No, you
or
just their story
content,
tag. They
or
just
content.
your kind of content of because they ain't got nothing better to talk about. So
Yeah.
they're like, okay, these people doing things in Africa,
Mhm.
and then
Everybody
they're
that
thinking
made
that whatever
videos
you're
about
doing.
Art Kathy being a scammer, you know, y'all need to take your videos down because y'all stupid. That wasn't the case. Now y'all looking like
Well, I
fools.
mean, you talking
Now
about
if you
this.
really love the movement, you go up there and make an apology about those videos that y'all entertain and y'all put up there.
I mean, you
If
talking
you
about
really
this,
love the movement.
this is stupid
You
too.
understand what I'm saying? That's why,
So,
it's going to be hard for you, many of y'all to make it, and because there's no accountability and leaders in the movement, you guys that's on so-called YouTuber leaders, you understand what I'm saying? Push
YouTube
for
leaders, what the
accountability.
hell is that?
People out there that, we can't be going somewhere and saying, hey, listen, we're going to go there, but we don't want to really get involved. You know what I mean? Taking the back, stage or hiding behind the scenes, while all of this stuff take place and think you won't be affected. That's ridiculous. You will be affected. You understand what I'm saying? The ones who are going to be safe are going to be the ones who are in community settings and the ones who are married into these populations. Everybody else, most of the people are coming and going because we already got developing a bad reputation. So as soon as you come over there, they like there's such a confusion. These people don't want to go deal with the people that been here. They're gonna come to me. I'm gonna take their money.
Yeah, man.
So they kind of primed and supported the market to be a corrupt market, and when we're not practicing group economics, especially when we're trying to destroy other brothers and sisters that are actually putting those things into place. We see that in other parts of Africa. However, as I say, I challenge. I challenge our mental health community. I challenge you all to step up. We go to school for all of these years and get all of these knowledge and degrees and can't apply it when it's really needed and when it really mattered. You know what I mean? We have to come off the fear. The fear is like a stench. You ever seen Apocalypto with Mel
Yes.
Gibson? And then when the king, when they went out and they had the people, basically they captured them. They were leaving from the war, and he told his son, don't look them in the face, man, because they have fear. You understand? They were just destroyed and defeated. And we always scared of everything until it come with us. We get buck, we get strong, we get brave, man. Oh, my brother, I'm gonna kill him. But let the enemy come around and oppress you, and then you turn in the other cheek. You understand what I'm saying? And and that's what we got. But I always say we're looking for our talented temp, the righteous talented temp, and the ones that could come and make a positive collective contribution, and then we can focus on empowerment of a youth population, who don't have, and then we put some vital care services in place for the ones that want to come over, and we can still build and do that in a positive manner and build communities and things like that. All of that's still going to happen, and I think it's a positive thing that now we can talk about this and get past it. And now that many people have come out and expressed the same concern there in the Gambia with Julia Ryan, and that's what it is.
That's family. Lots of information, family.
Mm-hmm.
And not enough questions. So, family, post your questions for our good brother Kwesi Board here. He's live and direct, and he's here to help you repatriate to the Gambia with real serious business and investments and things like that. And then trying to warn you to keep away from other people who talk the talk, but they're not really about that, life.
Listen, I came from here, the U.S. You understand, and I know that the majority of people that are going over there are from the U.S. They're, like I said, they're out to just get your money. They're out to just, take care of their own self-interest, to make the American dream for themselves, and, they slander me. They slander our Kathy, slander our name. They constructed lies. They gave birth to the love child of Juliet Ryan and white supremacy, which is the Negro peon, and the great defamer of the movement. They empowered the harlots of the movement that came over and disgraced, black women. They brought other black women down And they went right into these filthy habits of sleeping with multiple men. And this is all came out already. Look at Negropean channel, he talks about it. Look at Kiki Love Nigeria, man. Go support that sister. She has done the work to bring all of this stuff out that people wanted to hide and wanted to suppress until it became so obvious. You understand what I mean? And it's not gonna it's not gonna go well. But in any case, we're gonna write a book about it, and it's gonna be talked about it, and God willing, we'll be able to put some things in place to handle this. We're gonna do that, man. We're gonna start putting some things in place, man. We're gonna put a legal committee. We need a legal team. Anybody that's lawyers or anything like that, hit us up. Let us know what we need to be done. If you're a lover of Garveyism, Pan-Africanism, or if you're a lover of Black people and that want to be saved, we're on the boat. We're on the Black Star Line boat to freedom here in the motherland in Africa, and we're moving out. And we don't need people trying to sabotage the boat, put a hole in the Black Star Line boat, the ship. We're moving. We gotta find these distractors and throw them off the damn boat. We got to throw them off the boat so people can come and be free and don't feel like they got to come over there and hide in their house like they have to do here in the States. They got to hide away from other repasts because they got something going on. One person is going around influence people, and they got all of these demons over there with these nasty personalities, talking, making people feel uncomfortable. Now it's time to make them feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I would hate to say, hey, when you come over here, don't go over here, don't go to this person. I'm not even going to say that. You make your own decision of who you want to deal with. But I'm going to let you know what I experienced. And that's what I wanted to do, is go over there and tell everybody my experience. And it's like I said, it's a byproduct of, success. Simply, it's a byproduct of success. What's the one avoid? When you come over here, you just want to stay with Africa. It's for the Africans. This brother Bomani, I'm here. You understand what I'm saying? It's a very toxic environment over there. They create a very toxic environment around positive people there. You understand what I mean? So, if you come in and you come and do Bomani, Africa for the Africans, you can call me directly and I'll give you details. I'm over there. I have a team over there. I'm with Bomani. This is my brother in arms. You know what I mean? We are like mind. And we'll make sure that you don't fall into the pitfalls that other people are experiencing.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. That's it. So the website is that's us right there, family. So we Africa have for that. A decade and a half of connecting over 500 plus of us to the African continent.
Man, so you've been moving around, making it happen on the continent, brother.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So you see that map right there. You see all those dots all over the place, in all over the many parts of the regions of the world.
I'm trying to get like you. Once I get around,
man, tell people get up, I was telling one person one day, man. I was like, yo, man. All this little mama's boy stuff you doing, man. I was like, it's a whole world out there waiting for you. You can stay up here and lay out near your mama. Or you can get out there and get your grind on. I was like, you just got to be willing to just face the challenge. And it's like you're telling people when it comes to career, you're not telling people what to choose or what to do, but you have to look at your options. All of them are realistic options. Whether you go to technical school and you go to university, whether you join the military, or whether you're going out there and starting your entrepreneurship, or whether you're going to stay and live in your mom's basement. All of those are options.
I always tell my people, we have to look at the global wealth dynamic. And it went from the 1% now to, the 5% controlling 95% of the wealth to 1% controlling 99% of the wealth. So it's getting harder. It's getting definitely harder. Times have definitely changed and are changing. And we need to be able to have a plan B. This plan A, America's burning. You understand what I'm saying? Babylon, kingdom is falling. And don't y'all understand? We living in a time of high prophecy. And, we need to continue to move forward, working together, creating systems that are outside of capitalism.
Right.
Communities where we can practice group economics. So we need a financial committee to come together and say, hey, they have so many ideas that we learned from the West. They have like all of these online clubs where you can go in and then, you can trade services and you can spend within that community. And these are things that we can implement on the continent and in our community models. So whatever, what's the name of the community in Ghana?
Black Star Pan-African Community.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Black Star Pan-African Community dollar. You know what I mean? So
dollars.
We can, creating a currency, and you can create a currency with crypto now. You can create a coin, a community coin, and that coin could be used to empower the community, and keep the money locked into the community, and trade could be done within the community, and that coin will grow. So there's things like that we can incorporate into our community build, as well as communities of producers. Everyone has some type of talent in one way, shape, or form, taking that, packaging it up, and being able to deliver it within the community and outside of the community as well. So that's what we're doing, and it is going down. That's with my model. We was doing it before all of that. We would have been doing it at a high level. It didn't stop. It's still getting done. Nothing stopped for me. We were still living, and I had my wives, and we all chilling and stuff. I went to the U.S. You know what I mean? I came back. I got them. We went to Ghana. We was over there chilling. You know what I mean? But all the people that were the investors and they're trying to do the community model, they were just in limbo trying to figure out what the hell's going on. But we had to wait and go through a whole process of discovery, and we were trying to save the situation. We had people come in, just a lot of stuff that shouldn't have taken place. And while all that was taking place, all that distraction was taking place, somebody was cleaning up on the illegal land sales, and that was Juliet Ryan.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Everybody know that. Look at the European channel. He told us all about it.
Also, the nigga so
he ended up turning against her.
So not everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie. So not everything that comes out of that bastard mouth is a lie.
I think you know what?
But wouldn't that be like a son going against his mother?
I think that
confusing.
Didn't Jason kill his mother in the movie?
I don't know, man. People like crazy. So, but or wouldn't that be that So. So where does he get all these documentation, and how is he so correct if that's true? And
you know what? It's like Jason. Jason Voorhees, the movie.
Yes,
Jason,
absolutely.
And it's like you have the child, right? And the child, you beat the child with a hanger, and then you abuse the child, and then the child turned back on you. So he put all that stuff. She was feeding all that stuff to him, right? And then at one point he got to a point where, that's why I said he might have a contest. I think he might have a contest because, or he was just doing it for subscribers. He ended up saying, "Hey, Juliet was the one feeding me all this information about art."
Well, Friday the 13th was last week, so last week Friday. So
that was last Friday. Or what's today?
Yeah. So
So yeah, and what he did is he went on about the capital gains, like Juliet, and is there a community in Gambia? Yeah, there's a community in Gambia. Africa for the Africans, you know what I mean? So if you guys want to link in, you contact Bomani. We'll link you in, whatever it is that you need. You guys are family. You understand what I'm saying? And we'll make sure that you don't get bit by any snakes and things like that. And we'll be able to look at whatever it is you need and make sure we deliver that to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, as we grow, our goal is to get more land and build, as a communal enterprise, and build communities and do industrial development. Now, and all this is based on one principle: Black cooperative economics, putting your money together. So, but dead serious though. Well, family, nothing. They're brothers and sisters. I gotta figure it out now. They're brothers and sisters, so it'd have to be a different story. and they just they're British brothers and sisters. Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, I think they're related.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're related. There's something they're related, and it's kind of like one of those things where brothers and sisters like turn against each other and things like that.
You know,
But it's something. It's kind of like some weird shit going on,
it's good
and
people there.
it's
It's
just
just a
like
few people though. It's a few people. I met a lot of great people there, and
yeah. But you're talking
yeah.
about you're talking about people who have. It's like you're trying to. I mean, 'cause people are really trying to figure out like who is real and who is like
Well, listen, if you look,
playing certain
if you
things.
look,
So you should be following the works. But it's like, but some
you should
people
be
be,
following works. Exactly.
but some people are overshadowed because either by
You don't
how
know
they
real
talk
works.
or because they have other people who support them and show them love. So people say, okay, well, this person's real with
Well,
this person.
initially you get caught up in the rapture, initially, and then when the reality sets in, like I said, if you're looking to come over here and retire, which is a lot of people, that makes sense for them. Oh, you can come over here and you can buy your home, and that's all they want to do. However, you got to make sure that first of all, when you buy land and stuff, that's all being done and handled properly. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right, and it's apparent that there's been many issues with that actually taking place with Blacksit, and that's all coming out, and so because it wasn't done right from the beginning, so all of these people, and she's the main one that's over here selling land, because of Walter Meyer, getting her the attention that she got, then she's in a position to, or what she's already have done is cause a bad reputation for us in the real estate market here, even amongst Gambians. Many Gambians are coming out, and and now it's anti-American sentiment taking place. And Art Kathy, that at least our situation, we don't need anything that's going to add to the flames. We don't need any extra bullshit because we're already in a sensitive situation where we're somewhere else. Anytime, like if you back in the days, we had people come from New York to New Haven.
Mhm.
Oh, they ain't from here. We gonna kill these niggas. We gonna rob them. You understand what I'm saying? Or if we from out of town going to somebody else town trying to get money, we the first target. We don't know what's going on. Everybody gonna be scheming on them because they family and they're all connected. That's it's foolish to go over there. And then we go, like dudes come from out of town and they come out from out of town and then they start fighting amongst each other. You definitely gonna get annihilated in the market you in. It's all history. It's all laid out.
Yes, that's where you have to have a strong team, family.
Mm-hmm. Gotta have a strong team. Bomani and what Bomani is doing and has done, man, need to be recognized. And we need to support that. We need to support it and come together. All this stuff has done is caused us to become stronger, and it held up a lot of the hater, capitalist mindset people that are just looking to come over and then criticize the people there because the white man oppressed them. Then we want to come criticize them and call them, slow, or they ain't, and things like that. Anti-American sentiment. Go check out Go Black to Africa. Check out Negropean. Look at his videos on Juliet Ryan. People coming over there exploiting the land there. Well, people are gonna be like, hey, they're not doing the right thing here. Man, that's what's taking place in Gambia. However, the safe haven is getting there with people that have family and have networks, and then all of that stuff that's taking place on that and won't affect you.
Yes, brother, man. Can you believe it, man? Absolutely. Say go watch those people. Yeah. Some people just, it's what it is, man. They
put the information out there about Juliet and all that.
Some people it's just not about that business in life, and they just do a good job acting. You know what I'm saying? Some of us, there's no faking it. We're about that life. And that's what I want people to understand the difference. And it's up to them to be the judge. It's up to you to be the judge. Do your own research and things like that. You know what I mean? My brother's here to tell his story, and I'm here to just generalize based on just many snakes out there in the grass, many wolves in sheep clothing out there. Whether it's somebody from the African diaspora there on the continent trying to get you, or it's one of our brothers and sisters on the continent. It's what it is. That's why you got to move in a unit, and you got to this is real situation. I mean, all that romanticized thing you're doing, about brotherly,
Yeah.
sisterly love and everything. Your own people are gonna be the first ones to stab you in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, check this out, man. A lot of people are coming over and they're getting bad experiences. I've seen it.
Unfortunately,
and
it don't have to be that way either.
it don't. So that's why we're working with Bomani, and we have some other powerful good people. We have some good people, and we're really gonna protect everyone this time, and we're gonna hold accountable those. And I ask anybody that's out there, when all of this happened, all of this stuff that has come against the movement, you know what I mean? Everyone turned a blind cheek. Okay, what's that? Watch from Phoenix, Togo, some repats.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Some repats find the idea of community repulsive unless the individual is the primary entity collective. I mean,
that person making it seem like they did a whole bunch of research and everything. The thing of it is, the reality of the situation is, I've had a lot of people move to different countries, especially like to Ghana, only to ruin their life for one reason, because they let their guards down and they think they're just going somewhere romanticized. If me and you rolling somewhere and things like that, I'm not gonna let you do some of the stupid stuff like I've seen some of our people that have moved from America and go to Ghana and do. And let people shake them down, let people do all kind of things to them, and just burn and blow money and things like that. So I'm telling people, I'm not moving anywhere. You know what I'm saying? We have our land, we're gonna build our community, and we have some of our Ghanaian friends that's living there. But yes, it's gonna be me and a bunch of folks from all different parts of the world. It's gonna represent what you call a true Pan-African community, because a community full of people from Ghana is not a true community. You know what I mean? It's a community, one set of people. We have a community. You have people from this country, that country. You have people from East Coast, West Coast, and different places. Yeah, and things like that. So people have to do what they have to do. But when you look at it, you have to look at how you're gonna really make it in the country, and where's your support system? How what's gonna happen if something goes wrong? Who's gonna look out for you? And that's one thing about our folks who are repatriating and making moves in Africa. Those things don't work out for them, and things like that, unless they literally just open their mindset and say, hey, I'm going to come there and connect and actually be friends with someone, versus the stories you've told me about how people will use you and then they do something else, and then maybe something happened to them, then now they run back to you, because they just think that they just got to figure out, like that. Because like literally people like, okay, you guys are doing this, but this is not the right way. It's like, what right way? And they just talking stuff. It's like, okay, if you don't like the game plan of what we're building, or you think you can do something better, you go do it. You don't gotta run. Don't put down what we're doing because you feel like in your mindset that you're right.
Let me address this person right.
Okay,
here.
go ahead.
Okay.
Next one.
Now, no, this one individual. Most of our people don't want to do it. That's fine. All right, because remember, we are used to living by ourselves, and we don't want to change that. But when the person want to come and live by themselves, we want to make sure when they get the land is clear. Okay, we want to make sure you get your land and it's clear, and you can build your house without having to pay double because they screwed up half the time.
A lot of crazy stuff that happen, man.
Okay, so we want that, but we also want a group of people that want to build the community. Yeah. We have to build a community where we say, hey, go here. You understand? Go over here where it's safe at, not over here where the land deal is done with some some natives that don't have their paperwork together.
And then everybody in on the deal. And what about the part where everybody in on the deal and you're the one getting chumped from all angles?
And then they come back around with a scam, and because one person went there and said, hey, I got a whole bunch of people, they want land. You got some land? Yeah, my grandfather got some land. Here the records in Sanskrit,
and numbers.
Here the records. Let's go ahead and start selling it. Put me on camera. And they sitting up there looking all crazy. They like they own and control the land, and they don't.
Yeah, brother. So serious thing. So people just gotta really think. To each his own. Good luck for anyone who want to do those things. I'm all about putting my money together with people who I've struggled with all my life, which has been in this country and where I'm from in Jamaica and the Caribbean and this side of the world, the African diaspora. and then the partners that I have in Ghana. So I'm putting together an energy with all of my contacts, all my resources, and we're gonna build a community together as a Pan-African people.
That's right, and
And
that's
all
one
the haters
movement,
can keep on hating and keep on judging.
Uh-huh.
Do what you want to do. Then that's how Nigga Pin got into it with me because he was pissed off. He's like, "Who this guy think he is that he can do this?" I was like, I'm a business person, and no one say anything to all these other race and nations of people who won't even let you come live nowhere on the block that they live in, and they don't dominate and things like that. And we know as soon as we say we're gonna do certain things to empower us, people at the woodworks, our own people in their mouth. So a lot of times, we just have to lead with an iron fist and tell people this. Either you follow what we're building or go off and build what you need to build, but they're not going to do anything because what they are is spectators. Their only job and purpose is to be there and watch and run their mouth. You never get any action out of 99% of these people. You know what I mean? The best thing that I would recommend that they can do is support some Black-owned business, support a lot of us on the international market doing good works and things like that. And for those who are going to prove us wrong about doing these other things, go out there. Let me see you go out there. Go out, just pick a random country and go there for 2 years and things like that. And let me know what you've been able to accomplish. And then look at what we have been able to accomplish when we put our money together and acquiring land, developing the land, building a system, supporting the local schools, supporting the local community, doing things that that necessarily local people are not doing for their own children and things like that. You're creating programs. You're participating in and what you call true Pan-Africanism, because this is a loose term that everybody want to call themselves. 90% of the people who call themselves Pan-African have nothing to do with that, because it's like you're not building nothing. There's no energy that you're building to change anything in Africa. We can say something simple like you're supporting Black-owned business in Africa. You're supporting Black enterprises. You're creating opportunities. But what makes you a Pan-African? Is it because you just think something? You know what I mean? Like all these little things gotta stop.
What makes you Pan-African is that's the packaging for your agenda. That's the packaging for your personal agenda. So
yeah, man. I mean, and this is my true number. 9 out of 10 of the people I met, fake as hell.
Yeah, they just
selfish. Just
they
run
just
their
commercialize.
They just got it's like just jump on the bandwagon because it's like, oh well, I like Marcus Garvey, I'm a Pan-Africanist. I like Malcolm X, I'm a Pan-Africanist, or I'm for Black people. It's like it has to be a little more. It goes way beyond it. It's a practical thing, family. It's action-oriented sequence of things like that. And so instead of running your mouth and saying all those things, just play in the back and then learn. Because we're all student at one time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm telling people. You're dealing with experts who have been living and traveling and doing business in Africa. And for those who don't know anything about this, open your mind. I have people always reaching out, and I give them all of the details, on what I can give them and help them with. But you're not gonna get up and say, hey, and create this incredible 6-country itinerary that I have next year. You know what I mean? 6 countries along 5 schedules, all over Africa. You're talking about West Africa, Southern Africa, East Africa, logistic movement, airlines, schedules, crews in each country, and things like that.
Wow, I'm on it.
You're telling people, it's like, show me what you got. I mean, beyond, I'm saying, your mouth and things like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And that's why the unapologetic Negro Peon, he ran into, he ran back into the alley that he came from, like just like the coward, he just ran back in there because, he just run out of lies and all kind of things like that. Now he's just off to something else. And now we got him running scared. And then he won't address nothing. He just want to just, I'm like, you coward, you want to come out here and and put yourself out here on the stage. You're dealing with warriors here. I was like, when they was putting out them little garbage videos, it was like, oh my God, and people were, I'm like, I told some people, it's like, you call me that stuff, I'm gonna hang up on your blocking number. I was like, because I'm the real deal. I put that work in and things like that. You don't just get up and go astray and things like that. And who you gonna believe? You're gonna believe some big, ugly looking piece of thing that claims that he's some Jamaican, some rough, weak Black male out of the UK. Them guys, they just love white women and things like that, and never stood up to anything Black. Take no accountability.
We say her,
versus you're gonna take. You're gonna look at that person. Like I tell people, you can get with this or you can get with that. What is that doing for you? I can help you move to Africa. I can have you participate in building a black empire with us. I can help you get you settled, get all your legal stuff that you need, get things set up for you. I've shown that track record of that. And that's what I'm saying to people when they see us and all the things that we're going to be doing in the next few months all across Africa. And I'm going to tell people, you know what I'm saying? Stay on that bandwagon that you jumped on and all that other stuff. Pass around videos of me with the unapologetic Negropean and things like that, and gossiping about me, you weak punks. Y'all can keep on doing what you're doing. The ancestors is with me and things like that. You cannot stop this movement and things like that. We learned from what you cowards did to Marcus Garvey, betraying the Black Revolution and the Black movement. And we're gonna build what we need to build, and we're gonna shut it down and things like that. And sooner or later, your masters are gonna turn against y'all and everything, because they're gonna realize that you're just useless. Yes, brother. Light them up. Light them up.
Woo, bro. You gonna let it off, brother.
Just like you're talking about your arch, that person you talk about. I can't even call that person's name. You know what I'm saying? That you talking about. So we have their names all in the hashtag. And yes, family, we are talking.
You know what?
My brother's talking about black sit, and I'm talking about unapologetic Negropean. Birds of the feather flock together.
And like I said, my heart really is towards communicating with people and letting them know that there is hope there, but don't get yourself set up for a disappointment. I seen Art disappointed in that,
and because she has some fire under her, man, and things.
She was disappointed when she came over there. Juliet was basically slandering her friend. And and she put that on Art and them. Oh, my friend came over here sleeping with guys. I hope y'all not trying to come over here and run off with And she was just going into people personal life about people coming over here to get their groove on, man. Let them do their thing, man.
Yeah,
Instead of being business. Art was very disappointed in that day that they had was a very disappointing day. Her and a couple other people, and I just seen an endless stream of that with this Juliet character, and my contact information is kwesiboyd@yahoo.com or Kwesi Boyd on Facebook. It's the profile with me in front of the statue in Senegal. I'm pointing, and I have a hat on. The other one is an old account, But in any case,
So this person got a lot of people fooled. Because we already talked a lot already. Who cares? This person got a lot of people fooled.
Yeah, you fooled initially, and like I said, when you have people like Waldemar coming, we could be undoing our very mission. We could be undoing our very mission. The community is a community that is a highly toxic community, and a community that don't understand what's good for them. They see a blessing as a curse and a curse as a blessing, and because we don't understand a giver from a taker, and we have all of these selfish, individualistic, materialistic goals, and we're trying to accomplish those in a highly corrupt market. Okay, so whatever money you have, you reduce that by 75% because it's gonna get stolen from you. You understand what I mean? You think you're going over there, but you're like, I got 50,000. You might as well say you got 10,000 because they're gonna get the 40. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not playing.
Just shake it down.
They're gonna take. You go in there and you go in there blindly and get your land, and it's and that's not working out for you, and you understand. So we need to escrows are being set up. There's processes Africa for the Africans. Visit the website. Get with Bomani. We'll link in together to make sure that your African dream becomes a reality and not a nightmare. With Jason and his mom.
Just his mom.
Yeah. Jason and his mom. I think Jason killed his mother in one of those episodes, man. Somebody Google, did Jason kill his mom? I think he turned against her, man, when she found out she was the culprit, encouraging him to go out there and slaughter the movement.
Nah, I thought it was Michael Myers and his sister.
Michael Myers, but listen, Jason and one of them, man. Somebody look it up, man. Come on now.
You know what
We
I'm
got
saying?
13 people, man.
No, I'm saying, man, it's like on some Halloween Michael Myers stuff, man.
Yeah, it's like
You know what I'm
a
saying?
sick, like a sick relationship between a
Yes.
mother and a son, and they have a
Yes.
sexual relationship, and then he just, he turns against. First, he's with it and goes against everybody and try to take anybody out, but then he turns against the mom, and
Yeah, I
and
wouldn't be
that's what we
surprised
have.
if these people are literally planning this thing out, man, just to just be famous on YouTube, man. Well,
Yeah,
you can't make this stuff up, man.
it's not funny, but I'm in Atlanta, man. I'm in Atlanta. I'm happy. I'm in the States. I've been to Orlando, Connecticut. I've been to New York, man, networking with my people, my
Yeah,
fam.
roll.
I got a lot of fam out there doing a lot of big things around, man. So it's beautiful, and I
Yeah,
got
man,
opportunity to come and link with you, Bomani.
Go hard Gambia family
Go hard,
live.
Gambia. Check me out. Go hard, Gambia. YouTube,
Yes, man,
Kwesi Boy, Facebook.
Raw and Uncut family, just like the video title say, man. We just, you know what I'm saying, we're spilling all the beans and things and that, talking about disruptors in the Pan-African movement that are not really Pan-African and not for Black folks, not for anybody building anything, and not for nation building. Literally just
they will
literally
listen.
just-
The people that you're supporting, right?
they're just actors and
The
actresses.
people that you're supporting that's promoting this retirement program,
retirement program.
come to Africa and build a home,
Oh, that's what they talking about in Gambia?
No, I'm just saying, come, the idea is come by, get land and buy a house.
Oh, cool.
And not come here and build a community. It's just come, get a house. You buy here, you can buy a house. You know what I mean? That's what's being promoted there, not not a community initiative.
Yeah, that sounds very unorganized, and that sounds like this chaos.
Yeah,
that sounds like some individual foolishness. I mean, the thing of it is, we suffered from not practicing Black cooperative economics and not practicing our culture while we're here in America or wherever, and then now we're going to go to Africa and do the same foolishness in a land of culture, land of nations of people and things like that, and think we're going to progress. And
these African brothers and sisters, especially if we're not assimilating the culture and we're making a clear distinction that we're American and we're diaspora and we have this arrogance. Once it reach a boiling point, people aren't going to want to stay. Already, if you're out there and you're building, you're going to be the target of theft because they think we have. You have to have, like, my house. There's so many people in my house. Nobody can break in my house. There's always people there. There's at least 7 people there. You understand what I'm saying? And and you coming over there, it's just you and your wife. Y'all by yourself, and y'all going out. To Senegambia to have a meal, and y'all gonna come back home.
Come back, everything in your house
gone. Those bars mean nothing. They get. You see that one of the accusers, they popped. Her boyfriend robbed her. She tried to say I robbed her and all of that. Oh, Kwesi robbed me. Do I look like I'm going around fucking stealing laptops?
Did she say you try to set her up, man?
If you gave me 16 racks, why would I go in? You know what I'm saying, and try to. But anyway, like we said, like the sister called and said, Kwesi, everything was blamed on Kwesi. Everything that went wrong. Collectivity, definitely. Collectivity, dollar, activity, economic, Africa for the Africans, support. I mean, definitely. However, most people are old and retired and they're coming from the matrix. And they've already came from a situation where they work within the society. But I've spoke to many people that wanted to help make contributions and make positive contributions. But if they choose the lies over a brother that they were talking to and building, then how we think we're gonna make it without our best and our brightest, especially when they're giving their talent and freely, laying the foundation. And then, many people that I've talked to, they came over and they immediately like turned to hypocrites. You know what I mean? Because they wanted some of the limelight. They wanted to support their home girl and all of this corny stuff. And then they got these dudes, man, that, don't know how to, make sure that their woman don't make a fool out of themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely. And then, you got all of this, these people that's around there that was supporting these people and making videos and all of this nonsense. and all they did was create an environment that's going to eventually cause their own demise. However, we are making moves, and I'm happy. We talked about polygamy earlier, and that's another area that's a deep subject. And it's worse in America. People have so many sexual partners that they lose count. You understand what I'm saying? You know,
Oh wow.
I've had my experience. I'm from New Haven. And I was a good guy. I was one of the good ones. And at an early age, I was like, hey, this is I kept long-term relationships because I never, was chase skirts and things like that. I never, I didn't have that mentality. I was intellectual, but I lived around barbarians. You understand what I'm saying? Barbarians, boy, that chase that skirt. You know what I'm saying? All the time. But
that's
we didn't have a righteous agenda. And and that not having that righteous agenda led to what we see now. As far as we no longer see strong communities. We don't, there's no forget about a father. That's never coming back. Not here in America. You understand what I'm saying? All these boyfriends having all of these babies, all these children. The idea of a father, that's played out. You understand what I mean? And that's where you live in that. In Africa, they still believe in being married and things like that. We got to go to where that culture is. So if you don't understand and see that by now, work on it. Just work on it and try to. And if you're watching this and you don't have any intentions on coming over, I must address the people that's just kind of hanging around, and it just hurts them to see brothers, being men. It really hurts them to the soul. Oh, look at these brothers being men and being successful. They don't. They not weak. They don't look like they. It's so. I don't know. Go to hell. I guess.
enjoying that life.
Go to hell, man. See if they can, get some fentanyl pills or something. Because you're destroying. Right now, we're just seeing the end of an old system. We're seeing an old system die out. But Africa is a new system. So let's make Africa, the place where we can go and we can be brothers and we can be sisters and we can be family and we can be entrepreneurs and we can work together. We don't have to hide from each other. And there's no lying. There's no deceit. Oh my goodness. On that side, being that we're coming from this side of the world, right? Because people from the UK, they're right upstairs. They're not far from Africa. For us in New York, in the tri-state, going to Africa for them is like going to South Carolina or North Carolina. So it's not, Africa is more accessible to them. So when they go there, they playing the same game that they was playing on, up north from them. You understand what I'm saying? They're not really respecting because it's not that far from it. Never been out of that far away from them. You understand what I'm saying? It's always been right there. You understand what I mean? Us coming from way over here, we don't know what we're encountering, but when we fly way over here and we get here, then we'll being introduced to people from the UK that we probably only seen on and heard the accent on TV. But and it's not all of them, but the one that does matter do not give a shit about you. You understand what I'm saying? And then there's other ones that's right under her, that's there, that have businesses and restaurants there that you guys want to stay away from, because they're toxic and they're around and they're looking, you know what I mean? But a lot of that stranglehold has let up. But in any case, it's always there, and we got to have our own restaurants. We need to support restaurants that's right in our community group dynamic. We need to have restaurants where we have some type of benefit. If you guys come in town, we need discounts. But places where we can go and spend our money. That's going to spend it back with us. We just don't need because a brother went and popped up a restaurant. Let's go support this restaurant and then walk up out of there. That's money that's, it's not being rerouted back into, a committed community economic relationship. It's everybody going for themselves. People are going to business deals and they're paying twice as much as they should be paying because they're going by themselves, wanting to do it by themselves, and they think Africans are slow. You understand what I'm saying? That's not the case. They gonna get you, if, and it's a lot of mismanagement there. It's a lot of business dealings that don't make any sense. You can have a perfect business plan and you can do everything right, give them all the money, and then it's some funny stuff going on. Like, hey, what is all of this? This doesn't make any sense. What are you doing? Why are you about to mess up this good situation I just laid out for you? You know what I mean? And you trying to go for the quick come up. Damn, brother, how long I've been talking, man? I haven't talked to like 15 minutes.
All good, man. Because soon we're gonna have to wrap it up and things and that we've covered
We
many
covered a
things
lot, man.
over and over and over.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, I just want to let people know that a family, it's just up to us to make the difference for our children and build our future. We need to build and understand that there's many, wolves out there in sheep clothing and snakes in the grass and things like that. And just because people smile and look all this and that with like I mentioned, the funny accents and things like that, you gotta look past that, you know what I mean, and things like that. And some people may like look at someone like myself and they may be like, the usual things like he's rough, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a rough man, and I didn't, you know what I mean? You have to be a rough, tough man to survive in this business and survive in this world as a black entrepreneur and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And on top of that, we know what we're doing. You know what I mean? You're technically inclined, business administration, all that stuff. You know what I mean? This action getting done. I mean, so I'm always telling people, you want to see what we're about, give me a call, let's connect, and let's show you what we're dealing with, and so you can see and things like that. But there's some people, they're not gonna be able to handle things for you in Africa. I'm just being real. And we're trying to build our energy to where we're gonna be in countries like the Gambia. We're gonna do this real estate operation in the Gambia correctly. I'm just being honest with you.
We're gonna do many nations.
But no, many nations, but specifically Gambia, since we're talking about all this.
Right.
Because number one, it's like for the first time, in we have a situation in Africa where you have these government departments like lands commission. They're being built, they're being put in place, and things that people just used to have in America and used to have in other places and things like that.
Yeah.
And I tell people it's not exactly the worst thing, because even in Ghana, just having to figure out certain things with land, it's a learning lesson. But think about 10 years from now, when we literally figure these things out, we have our real estate office and operation all over the place, and we're literally putting ourselves in a situation where people just reaching out to us, and next we get them moved over, we get them in a temporary home, we get them things to set up to build their home, build their business, put their money together in the community, have their money work for them, have things set up to where they can actually just be in Africa and enjoy paradise versus just going and expect things to just be the way they expect it to be. So family, so these are the things that we go through to get to that point and things like that. And I know people are looking at many of us. Yes, it's many of us making a move back and forth to Africa, but most of us are not real, and that's what it is. And most of us are not going to help you. And what we have done and shown you is that we got your back. And I've shown people in many cases how we've looked out for people and things like that. Because one of the things is, if you move from here in America and you move to somewhere like Ghana and things go wrong for you, I mean, literally ask yourself, who's going to help you? I know one thing for sure: you can go into the American embassy and they'll put you on a plane and send your ass back here, and then you can get your homeless shelter and things like that. You can have, but it's like, is that what you want to do? You want to turn to the level up to where you work hard and you made that move, and then you got to go run to the American embassy? Serious?
Yep.
We should be there for our own people when things go wrong.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to divide us as a people, but I mean, if I'm in Ghana, is the Nigerian and the Ghanaian community, they're going to help someone from America that just fell out on their luck. I'm not saying that they more than likely they have other people, and then you're coming from somewhere where people say you're a lot more privileged and you had better opportunities, and then you just squander it and things like that. But the reality of it is if we want this to work for some of us there in Africa, we have to be there for for us as a people. So that's what I like about what you're setting up. And when you were literally working on those things. I was like, man, if Kwesi was if I was over there with Kwesi and he had another brother, you know what I'm saying, to work with, to do some of this stuff, all this other foolishness that was going on, because all I was looking at was like, it's Kwesi against all these feminists.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And you know me, I don't believe in all this feminism. I believe in the black family, period. Like you see the pictures of us, you know, that I have all over the place. Everything was man, women, and children.
It's crazy because 70% of the people that were in the community were women. So it's crazy, you know, and it's the same thing. You know, you're destroying your own self. You're destroying your own self.
Because you need a black man to lead. That's what it is.
You know, to have one person like that, these narcissists have to be dealt with, though. You know what I mean? And, you know, we have to be able to address it, and we have to be able to, you know, publicly, you know, address them. And, you know, like otherwise, just think about it, you know, imagine that happened, you know, 10 times over. It would have been, you know, some casualties, you know, if that was twice as, because people were, you know, I had like one guy send me a threat, but, you know, the accusers were threatening me. They was trying to arouse violence against me and my family. And I got Gambian family. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I got Gambian families inside my house. Now, imagine if somebody would have tried to come to my house and did something, and you know what I mean, because of all of this nonsense that they incited there. You know what I mean? Telling people you can get a refund back, and that wasn't there. Anything to try to, you know, create anger and hostility and hatred towards me and hurt and harm. And this is what, you know, the world must know about Juliet Ryan and Adrian Ryan and what they've allowed to do against somebody that came in to help the Blacks organization with my time, effort, energy, and my Gambian team and family. And that's the thanks that we got for it.
Well, the good thing about it, you got paid, right?
Well, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not about money. You know what I mean?
But the point is, you didn't get paid.
You know what? Working for Blacks?
Yeah, I mean,
no. We didn't get. I mean, we started selling land, and we started making a little bit of money with Blacks. You know, but you know, we wasn't doing it for money, so no. And then, you know, we had situations there where we were supposed to see some money, but we didn't see it. But, you know, it was okay because we were going to a better situation. And then a lot of money did come in. Yes.
Yes, it kind of
over $100,000 came in. And they all went to salaries and wages to pay my people and take care of them. I didn't need no money. I had skin in the game. That's something y'all don't understand. I had, you know, if that 1 year, 20,000. And I've been coming over here since 2015. You know what I mean? So I've invested, you know, tens and tens of thousands myself, you know what I mean? Because I have people here working. I was just doing it anyway. You understand what I mean? And then I was like, hey, maybe we can go out and we can benefit and we can scale this out 10 times of what I'm doing. Then now we can buy, you know, some subdivision. And then that's what we did. We went out and we made it happen with Art Cap, you know, started with Juliet. Juliet just wanted to do it the way she wanted to do it.
Yeah, and then remind me of those black British devils, Garveytown. You know what I'm saying? The same mindset. It's like somebody, and I mean, I'm not here to knock all the black folks from the UK, but you know, you have some of them with this village idiot mindset, or this mindset just because, you know, trying to be like the black version of their white oppressors and thinking they're gonna come and, you know, and try to control anything that we're doing here. The movement of repatriation runs from here. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. Nobody from anywhere else can tell me anything. It's like, show me what y'all doing from where else. I live here in this country in America, Robert. And I'm connected with my brothers and sisters in this country for a long time. And we've been building an energy. Now we're open to connect with other people, but ain't no black Brits, you know what I mean? Like no Garveytown and them other people you're talking about going to tell us how to run anything that ain't got no experience, don't know what they're doing.
Right.
And that's the same thing that happened with Garveytown. The same exact mindset of everything you're telling me. You know what I'm saying? This you know, with a funny accent and act like they know and talking like they're proper and everything, fronting, you know, running their mouth and everything. You people are getting exposed. I'm dead serious. That organization that you talk about is just like the Garveytown Devils. Only difference is Garveytown was doing their fraudulent, dirty land deals in Ghana, and then these people are doing it in the Gambia. And that's what I'm telling people, that people like myself, I'm coming for y'all, because what we're gonna do, we're gonna get land, we're gonna build a legitimate operation. We already started in Ghana already, where we have our office and we have people working there, and we're going to be working this thing, and we're going to put all of you people out of business. Because after a while, because all of y'all, what y'all doing, I'm being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna call on names. All you punks and all you phonies out there, and y'all know who I'm talking about, because I've been talking about y'all for a long time. Literally just want to be out there talking about y'all gonna, just, even some of them just landing to Africa, and next thing you know, they're real estate mogul. Like, what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that's because people like Dynas and Woody Meyer have them on their channel and bigging them up. People literally believe these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't care who, you know what I mean? I don't care whether it's Woody Meyer or whoever, you know what I mean? None of these people are God and them things. That just because they give you a little shine and everything, that don't mean nothing. And like I'm telling people, do your research, because the people that did their research, many people wouldn't have fallen into this foolishness with these fools and made our movement look bad. Because before all these people came on the scene, there's people like myself making moves of bringing people to Africa, and us organizing to where we can get some land and figure the game out, and even more important, learning and putting that time into learning. And now you have these people that have made a mockery of what we have built together, repatriation, literally just, you know what I mean, and things. And it's just, and I'm literally, it's Michael Myers and his sister, literally, man, just chaotic. And once again, family, we're not condemning all black folks from the UK or whatever they want to call themselves. You know what I'm saying? But we're literally talking about these two organizations, one in Ghana and one in the Gambia. You know what I'm saying? My brother's telling a story in the Gambia because I don't live in the Gambia, so I can't speak for that. Okay? I can speak for the situation in Ghana. But we're putting our truth and our energy together and telling your family, watch out for these people. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about from UK or America or anything, because you got the same scam artists in America that come there and make those kind of moves. And then when people like ourselves that's been in this movement for a long time and doing the work, you know what I mean? People tend to try to put you in that category, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. So I'm telling your family, this is real stuff. My brother is not going to be sitting here telling you tales and everything. And then if you piece the research together, you'll see what it is.
Oh, it's all
some of these people are not about us as a people. So stop aligning with them because they look so cute and everything, and they on other people's channel and they smile and laugh. And I'm not into all that smiling and laughing stuff. I'm a serious businessman.
Right.
I work 7 days a week. Now I got crews and things to run and manage throughout the week and things like that. You know what I mean? So I'm telling people, look for the people who can handle your business and make it work for you. All the people that's doing business with us, I'm telling them we're going to create intergenerational wealth and literally the things that we should have been doing. Get with us. We know what we're doing. And I'm coming to the Gambia to do the same thing too. I'm coming to all these countries to do the same thing.
Highly welcome.
We're going to take our network to another level. Black Star Pan-African Community, Africa for the Africans, straight nation building. We have taken over the repatriation movement. We've been running the repatriation movement from day one. This has been like a 21st century energy of that movement, because we just came in and brought revitalized energy to it. Literally, man, talking about investments and doing tropical tours, where you're opening people's eyes to how they can invest and do certain things.
Man, beautiful.
Get into investments and treasury bill, stocks, bonds. Working the banking system and just learning the game. So now we have learned the game. We're here to lead the movement and lead the energy to where we're here to provide people with consultation and professional advice.
Yes.
We have the lawyers, the business people in place, and telling people like, this foolishness that you see going on, family. Don't get yourself caught into it, because all of this stuff could be avoided and things like that. And just because of jealousy, envy, and hatred and all that stuff, you have these people in this world of things, and they're not doing anything for you. When you have people who supposed to be doing real estate operation for you, and they can't answer your phone call, have to change their numbers, and then they have to give you run around, and they're in the country and they don't have an office. All of those are red flags and things like that. And I'm telling you, I'm not beating on anyone. And I'm speaking general, but my brother speak very specifically. You know what I'm saying? You're getting the general and the specific. So anybody who get themselves in those situations, you deserve what you get. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
You've been warned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And anybody who associates himself with people like Negro Peon, you're not but a race trader and a sellout. You know what I mean? Because you're aligning yourself with trash and people who ain't about nothing.
Right.
You know
definitely. And like I said, the ones that can do, we need to support and come together and put together land deals that make sense, like we had. And everything. The only Achilles heel there was the sisters that were supposed to come and help they use that to destroy everything and bring it down. They use the community need for them, so now we know what to look for. We know exactly, we have identified 100% what to look for to make sure that does not happen again and our community is protected. Bad character before you guys a real deal. Thank you. And somebody else say, hey, you guys, like I said, at the end of the day, if you really can't see somebody that's a blabbermouth versus somebody that's, somebody that know what the hell they're doing as far as business, then, that's your fault. You know what I mean? And, as I said, we want to get the real ones, to come together and use our mind. We want to build a community where we can produce products and, instead of you getting a compound by yourself somewhere in a community that's not developed. And like I said, the roads are going to be like you on a dirt bike road. You know what I mean? When they be hitting them high jumps, and in the rainy season, your car is going to, it could get stuck in puddles of water that you would not believe. I remember one time I rode down the street and the car we went through and the car got flooded. The engine got flooded. I was fresh too. I was going, me and one of my wives had a problem. I was going to her family house to get her. And I was like, I'm going to get flying, go over there and get her, right? And I got flying. I had on my shoes right there. Bro. I had on my Ferragamos, my sourdough Ferragamo, them burgundy joint. And that car got flooded in that water. I had to get out in the water and had a whole bunch of kids. We was trying to push the car out of the water. That car flooded. Wow. And it. I had another car the day that I brought the car, right? We went down the wrong street and got stuck in a sand trap. The fan was so fine as we trying to get out. The car is just going, as we moving the wheels, the car is just going down. You know what I mean? So these roads are no joke, and they'll destroy your money and they'll destroy your investment. We used to, like here in Atlanta, we used to nice subdivisions, everything paved. I just seen this nice
so we're gonna have to bring to the motherland over and over.
Low ride. You ain't riding that in them roads and trying to go to your house and they'll rip your car apart. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to use the parts for the junkyard. You know what I'm saying? The cab sham, whatever, your transmission gonna rip up out under the car because you bought a car and somebody pointed you in the wrong direction. And then you don't got nobody to help because you ain't doing it in community center. They don't got no tow trucks there. There ain't no AAA there. You leave your car there, you're gonna have to leave it out there overnight. You're gonna have to walk down the road, hope somebody come pick you up. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't gonna be that much love there for you. Trust me. Everybody gonna be doing their own thing, but and the real deal is that we can come together, we can have fun, and we can build together. We can build empires, we can build cities, we can build anything that we want. Our promise is our promise. It's our time. However, we must do it right, and we have to be in time with the time and provide sustainable solutions. Just not band-aid approaches, not quick fixes.
Approaches, I love it.
Rich, quick schemes.
Scamming your own brothers and sisters and things like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Leading them in, playing off of people's emotions and saying, hey, everybody can't do the same thing. If I went over there and said, okay, I'm going to sell a bunch of land so I can build my house, then the next person, I say, hey, you can do the same thing. You can't do the same thing.
Not at all.
Because everybody's not like you. Everybody can't come up there and sell a bunch of land and build a house. You done did that and drained all the resources. And instead of saying, hey, and then all the people that have brought properties, now they're sitting there twiddling their thumb because they did it impulsively, and then they don't have anybody as a true leader to lead them into a real community built situation.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And you're gonna be left with the Gambians that initially started the project with the land, and you're gonna be frustrated to death, and you're just gonna walk away from it.
There you go, family. Yes, the truth
is back. Maybach Coupe is back. Tell the world that the truth is back. I don't gotta argue about who can rap. Go through my raps. That's Jay-Z. I always be singing sometime, but anyway,
that's my new artist.
Oh, yeah, man, we here in Atlanta, man. We going into the music. We're gonna bring the music industry over to
down the Gambia.
Revolutionary raps and no snaps.
You know, so yeah, being in Atlanta, man, it's great being in Atlanta, seeing the city, you know,
Yes,
seeing
man.
the big cities and going out to the restaurants. We went out, me and a friend of mine. He's a designer, a very talented designer from Connecticut, originally from Coney Island, but they moved to Connecticut early, did a lot in Connecticut during the 80s, the heydays of Connecticut. His family's very known there. He was telling me his little cousin Mike at 19, he used to play dice. He used to take home like 5,000 a day. When Mike was about 12 years old, he was kingpin status. You understand what I'm saying? In New Haven, Connecticut, we had a lot of young people, you know, 14, 15, 16, 18 years old at that time, you know, doing major moves, you know, and
getting that money, getting that bag.
Their brother was here. They actually did a clothing line, made tens of millions of dollars. My brother Roderick, this is his shirt right here. He made this shirt. This is his name right here. Let me bust it open. See, Roderick Gilchrist with the double collar. He made this, you know, so he designs all types of clothing, you know, and they had a line in the 80s, rough clothing, and we have a good friend of ours. He's over in China. His name is Dennis. This is a serious man. You understand what I'm saying? A very powerful, influential person, you know, in the whole situation. And you know, so in any case, you know, the clothing, they made tens of millions of dollars back in the 80s, and he had a lot of experience out LA, Biggie and Puffy, and you know, he was just here. He's a good friend of mine. So in any case, we're gonna be doing fashion and doing clothing over there and taking it up to the level, bringing this hood elegance. You know what I mean? This East Coast East swag, the West swag, the millionaire mindset, brotherhood, sisterhood swag. You know what I mean? People that's out, you know, enterprising and really about, you know, taking over the right way, you know, taking over from those who, you know, who it's time for them to pass it over because their time is over. So they're going to give that to us, and we need to do the right thing with it. We need to be proper stewards of, you know, what we're getting, you know, what's being handed to us, so that we can take it, close out this old cycle of negative and bring in a new cycle of, you know, peace and righteousness.
That sounds good, man. That's perfect, man. And you know, so family, we're gonna be picking up tomorrow at the Malcolm X Festival here in the West End, Atlanta, Georgia, family, and that is gonna be for the dates of May 21st and May 22nd. So Saturday and Sunday, West End Park, Atlanta, Georgia. So join us, connect with us. We're gonna be out there networking because you know what, family, we're not hard to find.
Peace.
Absolutely, man. So yeah, bro.
All right.
All
Peace.
good, man.
All
You know
right,
what I mean?
peace.
So, you know, there you go, family. It's all out there. All of it.
Peace.
Take care, family. The journey continues.
Good night.